Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello everyone.
Welcome back.
To the same old cack.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good intro.
Welcome back to Same Old Cock with Camille.
You must. Camille and then
Maria.
and Elisa. I want to apologize in advance for my English today and the amount of times I'm gonna say like.
Fair enough, same.
Yeah.
But I speak English, so I should be better, but I'm not.
I use like too much, like I'm really.
Okay, so today we were thinking of introducing you guys a bit to the world of Milan from a more technical point of view. So we're gonna start talking about what you need to do before you move to Milan and right after you get here, starting from apartments and talking about the legal stuff if you're outside of the EU, and then also transportation and tips you should know before actually moving around the city.
True.
This time there's something in the.
Yeah, this time I actually have tea, guys. A little bit of a detox tea going on.
Oh yeah.
So we can spill the tea.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start off basically just with advice on your legal documentation as someone who came from South Africa. So I was a non-EU citizen. I am now. Party. Took me 4 years, but here I am. Shout out to Portugal.
Okay.
You don't have both.
I have South African and Portuguese now.
Oh.
But I just had South African when I moved here. For your benefit, of course, because I had to do all the legal documentation. So basically, I would say the first thing you need to do before you even move here is your Codice Fiscale, which is your fiscal code. You need that for your transportation card. You need that to get an apartment. It's like your identity. You need that, right? So you can get it either. I think there's 2 or 3 ways that you can get it, but it's actually really easy. Whilst you're applying for your visa in your country, so in South Africa, the consulate that does your visa, you can actually email them and apply through them and they'll give it to you. Or there's a website that I'm going to link below as well with the email address and everything.
Is it Italy for you?
Yes.
Or no? Yeah. Okay.
There's a website that I'm going to link below for you guys, and you can literally just send to the email address. You need to fill out the form and you need to attach your passport photo and your visa photo. That's literally it, and they'll send it back to you. It's the easiest thing you can ever do.
That's also what I did.
Yeah.
I did it through Italy for you, and I did the form online, and you have to pay a fee or something.
Oh, I didn't have to pay.
Okay, I paid.
Okay, so you can pay or you don't have to pay.
I don't know why. I had to pay.
Maybe mine isn't Italy for you. I mean, we can add Italy for you, but I think it is. But I didn't have to pay. I literally just sent my stuff and...
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, no, Italy for you is a third party. Okay, so there's like a middleman. I remember because I chatted to Majo about it. Because Majo and the school also said that they could do it for us, but we had to pay them. I didn't. I did it by myself, and I went directly to the actual,
Yeah, no, for me it was like I did it through an agency, and they just did it for me, basically.
So, basically, what do you have in South Africa or Romania, like instead of Codice Fiscale? For us, every app, everything is...
An ID number? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't...
No, because here they ask, actually, I think more...
About
the Codice Fiscale and not the ID, actually.
That's interesting.
We don't use that much the ID code, actually.
Yeah, I think that's what we use.
We use more the Codice Fiscale here.
And we use ID.
And also the Codice Fiscale, just to be clear, is just like numbers, and it's just
letters,
the text.
Like,
it's nothing crazy.
But it's really important that you get it. You can't do anything else without
10
it.
letters and numbers.
It's a code that identifies your
A code. That's the word. A code.
No,
it is. Yeah, it is.
Well done, sweetie.
Yeah, I'm doing amazing.
Okay.
No, but like it's a specific code because there are numbers. They're not random numbers or random letters. They identify the name and surname letters, at the beginning. Then the numbers and the other letters putting in the Codice Fiscale, they identify you as male or female.
Yeah, we have that as well, but it's on our ID.
you were born and stuff
Yeah.
through a code.
Also,
That's what it
sorry
is.
to interrupt you, but while we're on the Codice Fiscale, if you're from the EU, you can also get it from your... For example, I'm from Romania. I could have gotten the Codice Fiscale in Romania before moving here.
Yes.
I should have just gone to the Embassy of Italy, right? Embassy of Italy in Romania. You did?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
It's good to reiterate. You can do it beforehand, guys, or you can do it through, what's it, My Italy?
Italy for you, I think.
Italy for you?
But
Or you
we'll
can
put
do
it
through the
down below.
Down below. Okay, next. Also super important for only non-EU, because a lot of people who are EU still went and did their Permesso Di Soggiorno for no reason, like at all. They just went there and they filled in all the documents, and then they just wasted an entire day filling in documents for nothing. So if you're a non-EU citizen, so I was from South Africa, I also have a friend from Brazil, shout out Georgie, who's only, she actually got it, guys, she got it.
We're gonna put a photo of Joanna.
8 months later. 8 months later, she finally got it. So that's great. So basically what you have to do is 8 days after arriving in the country. I did it within 8 days, but I know a lot of people who did not do it within 8 days of arriving in the country. But I would suggest just get it out of the way and just get it done. Basically, you just have to go to a Poste Italiane, like the Italian postal system, like you'll see it. I've also linked down below, because not all of them actually offer the service of doing the permesso. So I've also linked down below a PDF document that has the location and the names of the specific ones that do. And the ones that do. And you can just select the one that's closest to you. You literally have to go there, collect a file, just say you're applying for your Permesso Di Soggiorno. They'll give you a file full of documents. You have to then fill in those documents. I've also linked below which annexes you have to fill in those documents. You can just copy like an example from one of the university websites, because they do that for you. That's what I did. Then you return it back to the post office with your documents, which I'm also going to link below which ones you need to take.
Everything is linked below.
5 or 6 documents that you have to take, like your photo of yourself, your passport, visa, proof of accommodation, medical insurance, like a whole bunch of things that you need to do. And then you need to put that in the file filled it in. You need to take it back to the post office, and you need to pay a fee, I think around 70 euros, as well as the Marco de Bollo stamp.
Marca da bollo.
That one. You need that. You need to buy that stamp at like a tabaci, like somewhere near you. You need to buy that as well, which is like 18.
Tabaccheria.
Tabaccheria.
Tabacchino.
Tabacchino.
I'm sorry, may I correct you?
No, please.
Every time they correct me because I don't speak perfectly English, and
Technically, I don't correct you because I find it cute.
yeah,
But no, we don't correct you, we just laugh.
it's even you're so mean. Bitch. I just laugh. I don't correct you. I just laugh.
In a cute, loving way.
Fuck you.
Your I always say your English is better than my Italian. I can't judge you.
You don't even know how intelligent I am in my own language.
I get the vibe. I get the vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go get the stamp, right? And then you need to hand in the stamp and everything that you've collected back at the post office. At the post office, they'll give you a receipt. And that receipt you have to literally hold on to, because it has your appointment at the police station and the location of the police station that you have to go to in usually like around a maximum a month, around about. And that receipt, if like police ask you for like your documents, you have to show that receipt showing that you're waiting for your permesso. And then you go to the police station, you do your fingerprints, your like biometrics.
No. But mama, I'm in love with a criminal. Sorry.
That's a good song though.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay. For legal reasons, we did not ask to sing that song.
I would totally do that. Yeah. Like flirting with the policeman.
And then after you've done that, you leave, whatever, it's great, you know, happy chappy. They're gonna send you like an SMS in like happy chappy. It's an English thing.
Yesterday she started talking in Afrikaans and I was like,
Oh.
she was so, she started talking Afrikaans like so hard, and I was
I'm sorry.
sorry. She changed, like she switched, and I'm not understanding anymore.
You were like, is she having a seizure? Like, what's going on?
Girl. It was actually like she was angry, and I could tell from the way she was talking in Afrikaans. It was so, oh my god.
Evocative.
Yeah, it was with a lot of pathos, a lot of passion.
I was not happy chappy. Let's put it that way.
Anyway,
happy chappy, live your life, and then you'll get like an SMS saying your permesso is ready to collect. You go at the date and time to collect. If they don't, like Georgie said they didn't, she didn't get an email or an SMS. I'm also going to link down below an email address that you can email them and say hi below. That you can literally just email them and say, hi, here's a copy of my passport and my receipt of my permesso. Is it ready to collect? And if you've missed your date, you can also email them and ask them for a new date and time to collect it, and they'll give that to you. Super easy. A lot of admin, but like once you get it done, you can do it in like a day.
But actually, I do have a general question. For example, we have the tessera sanitaria to go to the hospital.
what is that?
It's like
Health insurance?
I think kind of the same
Yeah.
of your health insurance. Like I don't know how you call that, but okay. Like it's a card, same as ID, tessera sanitaria, sì, Codice Fiscale and stuff. And actually it helps you with everything that it's healthy, like health, about health.
Yes.
Like you go to a pharmacy, you go to...
Yeah, it's like health insurance in South Africa.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, you have... It's kind of the same, so you didn't have to do that.
You have to buy it. So that's the thing. I can also link below.
Coming to Italy, you had to buy...
You have to buy medical insurance or health insurance in order to get your Permesso Di Soggiorno. You have to. Like you have to have it. And a lot of the time people actually have said that they give you a permesso for the length, for the duration of how long your medical insurance is valid, which I didn't know, because you can buy 1 year or 2 years, and then apparently like you can get a permesso for 2 years if your medical insurance is 2 years. Apparently I was told.
So you had to do that too?
But I've had to renew it twice because I didn't get my Portuguese passport for the first 2 years of living here, so I had to renew it twice. And it would have been easier had I just had 2 years of medical insurance, and then I would have had it for 2 years, But don't quote me on that one. That's what I heard. Next.
And the permesso, just to be clear, is only for non-EU. I didn't have to do it. I'm from Europe. I'm from the EU.
Yeah.
Wait.
And I didn't have to do it. You have to do it if you're from Europe, but not the EU.
Yes.
Oh,
Non-EU peeps.
because Sabina...
Yeah, she didn't have to do it.
She's Romanian.
Yeah, she told me she had it.
She didn't have to do it. She said she got there.
She said she went and did it, but she didn't. They told her she didn't have to.
Yeah, they were like, she filled out the forms and everything, and then she went to pay, and they were like, but we see you're Romania, so why?
Because we were talking and she told me she had to do, like she had it.
Yeah.
So I said, why do you have it and Mariano?
Yeah.
What's the difference between you? You're from Romania, both of us? But
didn't know.
both of you.
Oh my gosh, but guys, the appointment at the police station to do your fingerprints and stuff, if you get if you get one of the main big police stations, expect to get there at 10 in the morning and leave at 4 in the afternoon.
And also at Poste, oh my god, at Poste.
Yeah. Try and find ones that are more on the outskirts and in the
Welcome to Italy.
like on the outer areas of the city. You don't want to go to one near Centrale or the main. Don't do it.
No. We do a lot of meme actually on this one.
What?
Me. We call them. Oh, girls. We call them meme.
That's cute.
Girl, it's the pronunciation in Italian.
We can make a few memes of you.
Oh my god. You know that if you go to an Italian, is that I have English friends, because if you go to an Italian and you say, oh, I read a meme, it's gonna be like, You're what? And it's gonna be, oh, I'm making a meme out of you.
We have a friend called Paul in our class, and he calls
personal today.
he calls voice memo, like you're saying someone a voice memo, he calls them memos. A voice memo. Do you guys also say that?
No,
Okay, so it's just him.
a memo.
Yeah, voice memo. A voice note, voice memo. He says voice memo.
But for us, it's meme because the pronunciation of the letters in Italian is meme. So, meme about poste, about how long it takes.
I saw them on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Exactly.
I get it.
So it's actually true. You have to take your time and do and like take a day.
Go to the outskirts, guys, like
Okay.
of Milan. Don't go to one of the central ones. That's my biggest tip for you because you're gonna be there for too long. Next.
So that was Permesso and Codice Fiscale. Now let's talk about apartments.
Oh,
and accommodation.
Amazing. I used to live in an apartment, as I said last time, last episode. First year in Milan, I was living in this apartment in like Tre Torri, like city life. So it was a really like nice area. It was really clean, and I liked. It wasn't really, I don't know, chaotic, and it was quite safe to also get there at night and stuff. I had all kind of transportation near. I had metro, train, I had taxi and everything literally. So it was really.
It's important to take that into account, I think, when you're looking for an apartment.
When you're looking for an apartment, just try to make sure it's not far away from metro lines because it's gonna be awful during winter, rains, and here in Milan it rains a lot.
Yeah, even if the area I think isn't the safest area, as long as you have like a metro at least 100 meters.
If you're a girl, actually just pay attention, like the areas.
Yeah, you have to go.
I used to scroll through like Idealista and all the agencies, and I was looking for the best apartment and stuff. But most of the time, they were the most affordable ones. Were in some areas like not
sketchy.
safe. Exactly, not safe at all. So if you're a girl, just pay attention and avoid it, even if it's affordable and stuff.
It's not worth it.
Also, pay attention of the fact that read the description of every single apartment, because most of the time you see, oh, they're affordable, they are cute, they're exactly. But then, as she said, they're so far from the metro and they don't write that.
Or it's a sharing one and they don't tell you.
Exactly. No, okay, they must tell you, like they have to. But they're so
But you
far.
have to read again. It's like it says if it's a room or if it's a whole apartment. Because in the pictures it's the whole apartment, but you might only get a room.
Exactly, and maybe sharing you have to share bathrooms.
Scandalous. For girls? Oh my god.
Like, for example, my first year, that apartment, we were 4 girls. We just had one bathroom for the 4 of us, and it was...
How World War III didn't break out?
Fortunately,
I'll never know.
we became...
Can you imagine? How World War III didn't break out? I'll never know. I can't imagine.
No, okay, fortunately, we became really close friends. I became really close friends with the other 3. So, at some point, we didn't really care about going into the bathroom when the other one was showering or she was like brushing her teeth, and I don't know, you had to do your makeup. We didn't care, but if you care, just pay attention to the description. Like, I do care about cleaning and
Okay, so tell us about your experience living with 3 roommates. And how
I hope they never see this podcast, like never in their life.
And also that you have to live.
I'm gonna find them and send it.
You were sharing the bedroom as well, right?
Yeah.
So,
oh my god, like I was side-eyeing the camera because of that girl. I was friends with that girl because we were looking for an apartment in Milan. The both of us. She's from my hometown. We were looking for an apartment, so we kind of became friends, and we decided to look for it together.
Yeah.
So at least we knew each other, we knew our families, and you know. And so
You knew the girl you were sharing the bedroom with, but you didn't know the other two girls.
Yeah, exactly. The apartment was for girls, so we knew each other, and we said, okay, perfectly, so we're gonna share the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then we didn't know about the other two girls. One was from Veneto, like north, and the other was from Puglia, like the south of Italy. So they shared the other bedroom. It was everything okay, because we kept everything like between us, like our room was always tidy and everything. At some point, she found a boyfriend.
Plot twist.
Actually, it's my fault because I made them. Yeah, because
You didn't think that one through.
Not at all.
So you introduced them.
Yeah, not a single time. Not a clue about what was happening to my life. I was so happy. I was so proud of myself. Like, oh my God, they found love because I'm. Then, so I introduced them. I can spill a little bit of tea, so.
Spill the tea.
So, I was going with him to middle school. We were like classmates in middle school. And she had a crush on him. Not in middle school. Like when we were living together, she told me that she had a crush on him. She always had a crush on him. And I was like, The fact is that they're both really shy and a little bit, So she never thought about going there and introduce herself, and same him. At some point, I was coming back home for the weekend, and I was going back with my roommate. We were going together, and we met this friend on the bus.
The guy.
Because he's from my hometown. Like, we met the guy on the bus coming with us. And I started talking to him because we knew really well each other. I started talking to him, and at some point I introduced them, and I said, okay, talk. Go ahead. And from there, love story.
The rest is history.
Are they still together?
The rest is history.
Are they still together now?
Yeah.
Oh, imagine they get married.
Yeah, I left. I left the relationship. Actually, it was the three of us at some point, and I was like, maybe I should leave.
Guys, I'll leave. It's okay.
You know what? Take the bedroom.
It's okay.
No, but yes. Okay, it was okay, but at some point, actually, she found the boyfriend, so it was complicated. We were friends, so I never made a scene or stuff, but it was really hard. Yeah. Sometimes it was really hard because we weren't so... we didn't get along well. For example, she went to bed at 8 o'clock, like 8 p.m. She's really not a night owl. And I am, like till 3, 4 a.m. I cannot sleep. And sharing the bedroom sometimes. I do study. Okay, I do study at night. I do prefer it. I find it really, I don't know, I like it. And she's like, if she doesn't sleep by midnight, she's gonna have a crisis.
Yeah.
So you can understand it was quite hard. Okay. So pay really attention to areas, rent, because rent sometimes photos on the internet, on Idealista, you can find photos of this apartment, and they're like, oh my God, it's amazing, best apartment ever.
Also, if like the water, gas is included in the thing or not, because a lot of the time it's not. And then yes.
So you see a price, and it's like...
It's not it. Yeah. As like 300 euros. At like 300 euros a month at least. So...
Okay, for example, usually they are rent. The prices are rent. Then there is...
amenities.
What is called... quelli di condominio.
Like tax.
Exactly, taxes of condominium taxes. Then there is for trash,
Tari tax.
And then there's water and gas and Wi-Fi
Electricity
and everything.
Yeah.
So usually these four.
Yeah.
So you need to pay attention if they included some into the rent or not, and pay attention to the photos. It happened to me. Always visit your apartment or bedrooms before paying.
Yeah.
Like ask, because a lot of time they try just to, I don't know how to say it in English.
Scam.
To fool
It's a
you.
scam.
To
Yeah.
fool you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, to scam. So you need to go there and check, because it happened to me. It was the best apartment ever, and then I went to check and it was awful, horrible, never.
Yeah, you need to do your due diligence, like you really do. And I think like all of us can say that the best thing you can do
Is a residence.
is a residence, like a student res.
Okay, but we have to say no. We have to be real on that. We live in a really nice one.
Yeah.
Like, and we pay a lot.
Yeah.
But also Maria did live in another one, and she would also like, I can say for me personally, I'm not a hectic like extrovert. Sorry, hectic, South African. I'm not an extreme extrovert, but even living in an apartment by myself,
Oh yeah.
it was
You lived in an apartment alone.
Alone,
the first
by myself
year.
for the
So how
first
was
year.
that? Yeah.
it's nice to have your own like space, because I would rather have that than sharing perhaps, but like it's still,
It can get lonely.
you can get lonely, and then also it's a lot like having to do your bills, and I'm happy I did it because I know how to do it now. I know how to, and in a different language, because nobody at Tari speaks English. No one. Fun. My fault though, I should have learned Italian. But so I'm happy I did that, but I think I can 110 million% say living in a res is better than living in an apartment. We can both.
So pay attention to, I was thinking about agencies, because they require,
Like a fee as well.
exactly.
Yeah.
You need to pay them separately from the rent and everything. Like if you see, for example, 1,000 euros for the rent and everything, all the other stuff, just consider that if you find it with an agency, you need to pay a lot more.
Yeah.
And dealing with landlords. Oh my goodness, guys, dealing with landlords as well. It's just, I luckily had a nice landlord for my apartment, but the stories I've heard from other girls about their landlords, I mean, I don't have patience.
What I can tell you, like, as an, I don't know, an advice and stuff, look through a lot through Facebook. Facebook, go with privates and stuff. They create a lot of chat groups with a lot of students or working.
We can link some,
people.
even if we find some, we can also again just put some in the
So websites.
Website, but Facebook is one, like the most popular one, and the one I think is working better with this. You can find chat groups and see, for example, a lot of students when they graduate or like they get
they
their
post their place.
Exactly, they leave their place and they post it month before, and you can rent. So you're sure it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be fine and everything, because it's not.
I think we should definitely link a few of those under, and then we can also put like collegiate, which is our building. We can put domus. We can put apart. Is it aparto? Which is the other one? We can put the other like student residences as well.
Also more, like a lot of universities have their own dorm rooms. Dorms.
We don't.
I do, but it's run by sisters, like non.
That's so fun.
Yeah. Oh. No, nuns. They're really strict. Actually, they're really strict because I'm from Cattolica, like I study at Cattolica, and they require a lot of really like skill. You have to do I don't know, a meeting before.
Hello everyone, we are back. After some technical difficulties.
Bathroom breaks.
But it's part of the journey.
I can.
It gives us personality. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, we were talking about the sisters' dorm. That was that. Now, coming back
That I want to be a part of.
our dorm, a bit about...
I hope it didn't cut the part where I say I want the nun costume for Halloween.
And I hope it didn't cut the part where I said I want to be a nun.
It probably did, so...
Oh my god, no.
They'll never know. Continue.
Well, they'll know now.
That was a really good one.
So, just a quick introduction into our dorm, I guess. And I was saying, I think most dorms, private dorms, I guess, also have other amenities, meaning gym, pool, sauna, cinema, party rooms, karaoke. These are the ones that we have. Also, basketball court.
Which is also volleyball court.
Also calisthenics gym outside.
Which can be any
Ping pong tables.
Football tables.
Pool.
Nature. When you need to reconnect with nature.
Go sit in the courtyard and just stare at the tree.
Like a reconnect with nature. What the
Yeah.
Ping pong tables.
Yes.
Vending machine.
Vending machines.
Great.
It's
giving.
And common areas, the bar now. We have a bar
bar,
with
we
the
have a bar
cafe.
now, cafeteria.
Food. Didn't try the food yet, but anyway. Okay, so...
Food truck outside. Okay.
Sometimes.
Shout out to the food truck outside.
Sponsor. I've never tried your food, but
I tried it multiple times. You're good. And you're a really good friend. We became friends. 30 years.
Okay, so going a bit into the transportation part of Milan, because I think it's also pretty relevant for everyone moving in. So, first of all, how do you get a transportation card? You just get a metro card, but that metro card, you can use any type of transportation with it. So it's valid, yeah. Also for trams, buses, trains, as far as it's around Milan and so on. And it's really easy to get that. First of all, for the first time you get your card, you need to set up an appointment in one of the ATM spots. They have an app, so you can the first time I did it, I just scheduled an appointment on the app. You just go there, fill out a form, and you also need to have a little passport photo that you're gonna put on your card. It can be any photo you want, but make sure you have it with you, because I didn't.
they're really bad, guys.
My same. Like the worst photo.
The worst photo I've ever seen in my
I
life.
told my dad, please, can you take another one? It's really horrible. He said, yeah, of course. He put that photos all over my documents, all my university, ID, passport, everything, transport, everything.
Okay, so make sure you have the photo with you, and then, I mean, if you're moving here as a student or you're under 26, it's a lot cheaper. Yeah. So it's not really, if you're a student, it's more about the age. So under 26, I think, right? Or under 25.
25, I think.
Monthly
Or yearly, but obviously just pay yearly.
And I don't do yearly, even though it's obvious.
You don't do yearly?
I would never do yearly because I'm not here for 3 months of the year.
But it's still cheaper.
But it's still cheaper than paying monthly.
Because a month it's what, 20 euros? Mm-hmm. And a year it's 200 for 12 months.
But I don't use it for 12 months.
And then if you're coming, I don't know, in the late August, I don't know, and you need it, it's...
And September actually as well.
Good, you're also saving. You're still saving doing yearly. Okay, we suggest doing...
I do yearly, I don't know. I don't really want to think about it.
She's from Africa.
I think also started doing monthly. Because she used to do yearly as well. With her new card, she does monthly. Theo. Shout out Theo, we'll put a photo.
every friend.
And your Metro card as well, right here.
Yes. Again, you can use it with any type of transportation. Also, keep in mind that metros don't go during the night. They don't work during the night. So they stop at 12.
12 during the week, 12:30, I think, or 1 during the weekend.
Yeah.
So if you're out and you have to get back with the metro, it's not going to be possible.
And
but sometimes tram is the same. It also stops the same.
No, trams, they last during 2 a.m. in the morning or 3 a.m. in the morning, I think.
And buses also, sometimes the metro is substituted by the bus.
Yep.
So you have to check that as well.
They're not as safe as the metro. We
Yeah.
must tell. Okay, if
Especially
you're
at like 3 a.m. if you get on the bus, it's not great.
It's not
like if you're a huge group of people, okay. And most important, if there are guys in your group, okay. If you're a girl or you're just two of you and stuff, don't take the bus, take the taxi. It's gonna be expensive, yes, but it's gonna be safe.
worth it.
Also, yeah, right, about the taxis. So the taxis in Milan are insanely expensive. There's different apps you can use. Most people, I feel like when they move here, start using Uber because that's the one they know.
Yeah.
Uber, if you get an actual Uber, like an Uber Black car, it's actually insane.
And they
it
only
shouldn't
have
be.
Uber Black.
They only have Uber Black, and it's like, I'm not kidding, 80 euros for a 15-minute drive.
But on the
It's
on
obnoxious.
the app they propose you also
To get a taxi.
to get a taxi. But doing it through the app is gonna be more expensive than actually going, I don't know, on the street
And
Hailing a taxi.
most of the times, at least for me, if it's later at night, it's really difficult to get a taxi. But the Uber Black always comes, so
Yeah.
you're gonna be tempted because
You'll
it's
be
always
tempted,
available.
But don't do it.
But
Don't do it.
I swear, I have like 3 different apps for taxis. We can link them down below as well.
Yeah.
I use Free Now. There's also Eat Taxi, and also you can also get a taxi through Uber. And
Or call the taxi line.
or call.
Like you
I
can
never
digit.
called, but I've waited even like half an hour to get a taxi on, and I had like 3 different apps in parallel opened, and I still didn't get a taxi.
Yeah.
The other way you can get a taxi is they have the taxi stations, like Duomo, Centrale. I don't really know where they are, but
Yeah, for
there's usually a
example,
taxi sign.
Duomo, yeah, it has one in front of McDonald's, like
Yeah.
in front of Duomo, literally. There's all the street is reserved for taxi, actually.
And there, you have to basically wait in line. So there's a line waiting for a taxi. It's not like there's a taxi and you can just hop in, and the taxi driver knows. So he's just gonna stop at the first person in line, and you just have to wait until everyone before you goes until you get your taxi.
Yeah.
If it's late in the night and there's people in line, and again, it could take even like, I don't know, an hour until you get a taxi. So I feel like for me that's the worst imaginable thing.
Pay attention to abusive taxis. For example, no,
Abusive?
no,
Oh my gosh, this
I don't know. Okay,
She's
no,
gonna share trauma. What?
no, no. Wait.
Abusive taxis.
I might have used the wrong word. I might have used the wrong. Okay, wait. I'm gonna explain the concept, and then she's gonna tell me the word.
Go. I'm listening.
It's okay. Mindset. So focus. So when you're not illegal, I'm gonna say illegal taxis. Thank you, baby. I'm gonna say illegal taxi. You don't have to tell me the word.
Okay.
It's
We're
illegal.
gonna go with illegal.
Why is it?
For example,
Like they're not
outside.
Like a fake taxi?
Like they're not registered.
No, like for example, outside the discos, I don't know if it ever happened to you, but multiple times to me. Outside the disco, most like a lot of people know that there are lots of girls that they're looking for taxis. Also boys, but mostly girls looking for taxis because boys are brave enough to
We don't
go
go to the disco.
by walk. What?
This is why we do not go to the disco.
Okay, I still go. But okay, so guys are brave enough to go walking home safely.
Love that.
Lots of girls looking for taxis, and it's so difficult, as she say, to get one in the middle of the night that most of people, what do? They take their car, they come outside the disco, and they say, okay, I'm gonna take you home for, I don't know, 30 euros, 40 euros. I can be your taxi, like for example, but they're not taxis. They just people who go there with their own car.
Yeah, and take your
And
home.
it's absolutely, you can be lucky and find a safe one, but absolutely is not safe, girl. And they lower the price because they may ask you for 30 euros, 40 euros as a forfait. And you go, like, oh, amazing. The tax is 80, for example, so it's better like that. No, girl,
And then they never see you again.
pay. Exactly. Like, girl, I suggest pay and I don't know, share the taxi with a lot of
it's
your
perfect.
friends and pay a little bit more.
Or just rent the party room.
Yeah.
Or I mean, you can also take a scooter or a bike.
Girl, I want to see you in heels.
But I mean, it's not that bad.
No, but there is Kami Belly, shout out.
We're gonna put a photo.
And you on a scooter as well. She was telling us when we moved here, it like scared me so much that there was a guy who was like, girls were taking like Lime scooters home after like the club and stuff, and there was a guy who was like waiting around in like, and he was like attacking them because it's easy
On
to
the bike?
It's easy to like get someone off a bike, like it's not safe.
Yeah, and
all.
also the
I thought it was safer
the
because
scooter.
you were moving.
No.
the scooter is not that like you're not stable. Like can go like
Yeah, it was. She like told us
Fall
about it,
out.
and I was like, cool. Proceeded to get home on a scooter.
I fall without you.
2 nights later.
You don't have to keep me.
Yeah, I fall already. Like, add heels and a criminal.
Drunk and I don't know. No, okay. I suggest more pay, but take a taxi. You're gonna be safe enough.
And okay, there's also, I don't know if you could do this after the club, but there's also car sharing.
Fair. This is a good one.
No,
if you don't
after the
drink,
club.
if someone like
If you don't drink,
designated
yeah.
driver with.
It also depends where you are and where the cars are, because there's not always cars
True.
around
Yeah.
you.
But
But
the
there's
apps for that. Yeah.
Share Now that I have, that I've used, and also Ziddy.
Did he? And also there's another one. Wait, I have the app.
But I don't know, I can't get an account with Ziddy, I don't know why. But also for that, you
Enjoy.
need- enjoy, yeah. You need to have a Codice Fiscale for that as well, just so you know.
Yeah, you have to show before you have to register yourself, like, and then you have to show your guide license, and then they accept it.
Yeah.
They're gonna accept it, and after that you can rent.
Yeah. And it's definitely cheaper
pretty
than
easy.
Ubering. Yeah. Just make sure you have a
They
designated
didn't
driver.
accept mine.
I'm so
Really?
sorry.
Yeah. For what?
Now she has
No.
resentment issues.
Ziddy? Or
I think all of them.
It's because of the photo.
Oh my god, that's such an ugly photo. You know when I'm in the metro and I have my card, I turn.
Guys, because also as bad as like, even if your photo is good, they squish it into like a cube.
it's just very weird.
So your forehead is in like your mouth. Like that's how small you are. Like
I'm an alien, like I'm
an alien.
and I'm
alien. I'm an
so
alien.
ugly. Can you imagine, like, okay, a girl, like a woman in her 30s, drug addict, alcoholist, like with a problem,
think I can one-up
alcoholism
you.
problem.
I don't know where she was
jail,
going with that.
I think I can one of you.
Escaped from jail. That's my photo. Every document. Such that I'm gonna show it to you later.
I'm gonna show
Okay.
you my Portuguese ID. I can one up you. I think. I
You're
look like
photogenic,
No, I
guys.
look like I just broke
Stop.
out of. I literally look like I just broke out of rehab. Like I look like I just broke out of rehab.
My
like,
photos are cute, so
That's my vibe.
That's why you're
Good for
trying
you.
to stop us. Yeah. How does
Okay.
it feel?
do we have anything else to add?
Yeah. About renting.
What?
Because it cut the part where we say about the
Oh.
agencies.
Agency.
The
we said about
surplus
the
of the-
agencies. I think we did. We said that.
I think we did.
We did.
The prices
We were.
are
One thing
higher.
we did want to just say is that like okay, your dorms like student residences are more expensive technically, but there's no hidden costs, which is something we really wanted to address. There's no hidden costs, whereas with an apartment, there's always going to be hidden costs, you know? So, I mean, you know what you're paying for a student res, which we're going to link below, the ones that we suggest.
She has a problem with the link.
The linking below and the photos.
We can have like a paragraph of links.
A paragraph of links and photos. Just like photos.
But it's gonna be useful at least.
Yeah, I feel like it'll really be useful.
Not the photos.
What do you mean? The photos are the best part.
Yeah. And what else? Maybe
I don't know. We're gonna do a tour of the beach.
the areas. Should we just go into that a bit or no? Just say about just a quick overview of your
Quick ovary.
Quick overview of the areas. Best and worst. Go.
Yeah.
So Brera. So Brera, Sant'Ambrogio, Duomo, they one of the best ones, and City Life, one of the best ones, but at the same time they're the most expensive ones. So I don't suggest them for rent a house unless you're I don't know, Donald Trump's daughter. I don't know. Like you can, but I don't suggest. I suggest Cologne. Cologne San Lorenzo, Porta Romana, all these places. I don't suggest Pasteur, Corvetto, Loreto, Centrale, Cadorna. I don't really suggest them.
Yeah.
Because during night time they're not so safe.
Yeah.
And also pay attention because most of the places here, for example Villa San Giovanni, they have maybe a park near. And you're gonna be, oh, let's go for a run and stuff. Okay, girl, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't run.
Go to the gym. Go to the gym. Okay.
That's all. Avoid parks.
Not avoid parks, but like they're not safe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
Dodgy people.
Unless
Okay.
it's like Sempione or like City.
And it's same as Sempione.
Thank you, everyone, for
And
being here today.
I'm the
Oh, it's
only
just
one
you.
talking about Irish.
Yeah, because
You're
you're
Irish.
Italian. It's fine. We talked about this. Anyway.
That was so racist in so many ways.
Just she is what she is. You
I
just,
How
felt
is that
so-
racist?
you just have to. You just
You
have to.
are you just you were the bully.
They
in
need to
your
understand.
elementary
They need to
school.
understand the analogy. Okay, guys. So we had an analogy, right? None of us have sisters. However, we were like, if we had sisters, this is the analogy. I'm the oldest sister.
She's such
That
a
over there is the youngest sister. She's the youngest one, you know.
And I'm the middle
And
child.
she's the middle child. I, as a middle
She can
child,
be
in my
forgotten.
real family, can see that she's a middle child. Youngest child and oldest child. It's so accurate.
You're
Now that
such
you
a
have...
bitch.
Why? What did I say now? Literally, what was that about?
Did you hear that?
You see what I deal with.
What do you want to eat for lunch? I'm kind of hungry.
Okay.
I'm so hungry. Okay, thank you everyone for being here on our second episode. We
Girls in Milan.
we hope you enjoyed us, and we hope to see you here next time. And as usual, give us feedback, constructive criticism, and if you have any questions, I'm talking. Oh, okay. Yeah. And if you have any questions for us,
Down below.
comment down. Do not hesitate to ask them because we will
I
answer.
will be so scared actually to comment after that. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
She's looking today.
It's
Guys,
getting
it's
weird.
It's always the middle child that becomes the...
Subscribe.
Okay.